Right, we're now in a position where we can discuss the differences between the MS1 I've been running for a year and the MS2 that we've just had out, just got built. And we've both had a run this season with them. Yeah, so we're now in a position where we can actually talk about the differences on them. Yes.
The
horizontal turnbuckles in these. Body posts. Thanks.
No bother.
Okay, MS1 first of all, we've driven for a year now. We've got it really good. At the end of the day, it always was competitive for us, but it's got very, very good. Oh, shush. You kept on bouncing yours off things. This one was really good in the end, but it needed an awful lot of money spent on it. Alloy hubs front and rear were the big things to help us out. Titanium ball studs underneath, and the Mickey model steel chassis seemed to really help in developing traction as well. But yeah, the car was very competitive at the end of May running it. Certainly whenever Joey ran it against me on the fun day, it was every bit as quick as the MS2.
If not quicker.
Maybe driver. That was the problem.
Probably driver. Both ends.
But again, we forget that this has had a year's setup and a year's fettling with and a year's messing about, and this is just out of the box. Price point was always really good with an MS1. They retailed at $550, if I remember right, for the kit, which was good value compared to everything else. But then it needed that little bit of money spent on it to make it really reliable. Not a little bit in the end of it, but it definitely needed the front hubs set on it. It definitely needed the titanium bits and pieces on it as well. But again, it was a good car in the end. Really, really quick. Really, really quick and competitive. The MS2, a slightly higher retail price, but
£50 more?
It's about £100 more. But you get alloy hubs front and rear in the car. You get alloy diff casing in the back. You got a few little incremental
Shocks are different as well.
issues. Yeah, well, that's not a spec thing. That's a design thing.
Fair enough.
And yeah, it is a little more expensive, but there's less money to spend in the car. This has been, I think, the only part on this car that isn't standard is the little bumper brace in the front, because I had one sitting and I used shorty packs. So that's been the third car that shorty conversion's been in, just because I run off-road mostly. So I don't see the point in a full-length pack for racing indoors. Yeah, the differences in the cars really are, they're not massive differences, but there are lots of them. Front and rear lower arms are longer. They don't give us the option for the fixed upper arm anymore. Some people say they fit, I haven't tried. They are easier to work with than you think. They once you get your head round front for camber and the rear just the caster, it's quite easy to set up as long as you have a setup gauge with you. So I mean, from out of the box, we've had no reliability issues with this whatsoever. Even with himself driving it for a day, usually he can break anything, but it's been,
except for the RS2.
nobody could, nuclear war couldn't kill the RS2. Out of the box, this has been fantastic. I haven't felt the need to spend any money on it. I know that there are springs and roll bars coming for the back of the car to free the back end up, because it does have such a solid rear end that if anything it struggles slightly for on par steering. We ended up adjusting the
2mm to 1mm spacer in the rear.
Exactly, yep, just to bring the shock in a little bit to help free up the rear end. The same thing as a roll bar will do in the end. And again, the car was pretty spot on. It was class of the field last time out.
Yeah. Set the fastest lap with Blinky, I think, as well.
Yeah, and
With
really,
me driving, not saying something.
and I still need to have a look and see where it would have qualified you in the modified A final.
Oh my
It
god, I
was-
think one's gonna put me ahead of Handy, I think.
Was it fifth then?
Oh, it was probably fourth.
Fourth or fifth? Okay, so I mean that's, yeah, the car's been fantastic since we put it on track, and again put it on track pretty much out of the box, setup wise and everything else it's out of the box. There's a lot. It's only going to get quicker as time goes on. Yeah, the big differences then, like you say, bottom wishbones are longer, top deck's longer. These come standard on the car. They've moved the shock at the back from the rear of the car in and used this.
Oh, yeah. I know.
And we now have these active shock mounts on it. We haven't gone over this yet
How
actually.
do we have now?
These, you can take a spring pin out of these and it allows those to fall naturally.
Oh.
So because if you're on a bumpy track, obviously you can't change the shock damping in this. The idea being that if that shock, the whole shock can then drop by 2 millimeters, it saves the piston having to go through the oil slowly, so it will rejoin the
Ooh.
track quicker. So it'll
actually-
rebound quicker is the idea behind it, so you'll not lose traction. Haven't tried it yet. I don't think there's many bumps indoors, so I'll probably not get around to it. But
I mean, we can go to Balham, you know. Ballymoney, so. A great facility.
they're
Drives horrendous.
yeah, getting to it's not practical from where we are, unfortunately, but it is what it is. But yeah, I mean, the car really has been. This got really good in the end. The MS1 got really good in the end. Couldn't fault it, to be fair. But out of the box, this is showing, yeah, all the potential. It definitely is. It's lots of little refinements add up to one big improvement. So yeah, looking forward to getting this back out again in 2 weeks' time.
2 weeks time.
We are going to clean some of the old rubber off it because, yeah,
It was the new carpet's kind of carpety.
new carpet's carpeting. It's leaving rubber everywhere, but we'll get that sorted out and get it clean and get it back onto
It's
track.
really really funny. It wasn't Chris Bamber that was in.
Cats are killing each other.
Oh yeah.
We've now got to the point we fully intended for Joey to run the MS1 all season. He's decided he's not giving this back to me,
This is not mine.
so there's another MS2 sitting. I'm sitting waiting for electrics. I'll stuff in it for 2 weeks' time. So yeah, we'll keep on working on it and keep updating as we go. And yeah, any questions, pop them down below. Subscribe if you want to be kept up to date, and we'll catch you next time. See you trackside.
See ya.